How about this? Since you guys want to try and all gang up on somebody, how about you gang up on us? Let's have ourselves a little 8-way elimination action. You guys too scared? You guys want to do it? Let's go.
Making a match. Fans, I'm not sure how much TV time we have, but looks like we're going to have a 4-way elimination match. Fans, we'll stay with it as long as we can.
Yeah, we're going to try to keep you here as long as possible, but the action here is intense, and the crowd is going crazy. The referee trying to gather some sort of order, but
yeah, but this is a big Donnybrook here. 4-on-4 action. I guess we're going to have elimination style. Each time somebody gets pinned, they will be eliminated, and that could work in the favor of the Axis of Evil and Power Trip at some point.
Yeah, every corner has some action going on right now. The referee trying to get some sort of a semblance here, but these two teams just will not stop going back and forth.
Yeah, fans, I'm being told by our producer we are out of TV time. If you're not here to see it live, you're not going to see it, fans. We will see you next week. For Billy Sadler, I'm Aaron Foster. USA Championship Wrestling will be back next week.
It's not so easy now, is it?
Come on, you and me.
It's not so easy, is it? Huh?
You and me. I got my team, you and me. I got my team, you and me. USA! USA!
All right, Billy, it looks like we've got things back in order here. Scott Reigns taking on, well, the big 8-man tag match is continuing here. But it looks like for both teams, the Cuban Assassin and Scott Reigns is starting the match.
Yeah, Scotty Reigns using that quickness to his advantage, getting out of there before they could take advantage of him. But Scotty Reigns not only is quick, but he's smart too. But as soon as he turns his back, the Cuban takes advantage.
Yeah, Cuban Assassin taunted Corey Bryant a little bit, and Scott Reigns went to tell him to stay out of the ring, and, you know, rookie mistake there. Scott Reigns rolling out of the way of the elbow. Cuban Assassin down now, picking him up. What's going to happen next? Arm wringer by Scott Reigns. Who's he going to tag? Oh, he tagged Corey Bryant. Corey Bryant said he was coming for the Cuban Assassin. Goes to the top rope. Double axe handle across that arm.
Yeah, beautiful. Using those high risk maneuvers, but that's paying off for him right here as he goes to work on that arm of the Cuban Assassin.
Yeah, definitely taking it to the Cuban Assassin. Corey Bryant is. He said he was coming for him, and now he has him. Oh, fingers right in the eyes of Corey Bryant.
Yeah, Greco-Roman eye rake once again.
Scott Reigns comes in to question that, but referee Jonathan Schrader needs to get him out of there. Now he's letting a little bit of his temper get the best of him.
Yeah, and, you know, honestly, you have to admire what the team of the Axis of Evil and the Power Trip are doing, taking this youngster, Corey Bryant, cutting off that part of the ring and going to work on this youngster.
Yeah, for sure. Taylor Justice getting the referee's attention here. Crash Cassidy coming in. Referee losing all control of this.
You know, when you got 8 fired up competitors that are wanting to get their hands on each other, it's hard for the referee to maintain control, but he's got to get himself in there, be more vocal, and try to make sure that these teams can't double team one another. But referee, once again, just outnumbered here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And as we said, Scott Reigns threw in the stipulation that this is now an elimination match. So like I said, the real quick, depending on how this goes, it could come into the favor of the Axis of Evil and Power Trip real quick.
Yeah, this first fall is important because you get an immediate 4-on-3 advantage Did he get it? We couldn't see. I couldn't tell if that was a 3 count or not. And it looks like he got out. And we can see right now JPJ with the fall-away slam on Corey Bryant. And if you notice, he slams him right back into the corner of the Axis of Evil and the power trip. And now you can see the veterans taking advantage here right now.
Yeah, yes. Taking full advantage of Corey Bryant and kind of taunting the team of Crash Cassidy, Scott Reigns, and Phantasmic Raw.
Yeah, you can see but I would be very careful if I would do that against Corey Bryant. He got his first singles victory here tonight. He's got to be riding high on that adrenaline and that momentum, and all it takes is one mistake.
Big double suplex there onto Corey Bryant.
Yeah, beautifully executed by the power trip team as Taylor Justice goes right back on the attack of Corey Bryant there in the corner.
Yeah, Taylor Justice, handful of hair, comes over, tags in JPJ.
No, back.
The ref almost took one there.
Yeah,
we almost needed another ref.
I hope you brought your ref gear with you.
We got one at the timekeeper's table.
Oh, okay. And a nice elbow drop. That could be it for Corey Bryant. The ref trying to get JPJ.
I've even lost control of who the legal man was.
Well, Taylor Justice just tagged in the Sheik Akbar, so I'm assuming it's the Sheik and Corey Bryant as Corey Bryant goes for the reverse. And a DDT by Sheik Akbar goes for the pin. That could be it.
Kicked out of the DDT right there, Corey Bryant did.
Yeah, we've seen the resilience of Corey Bryant. That's one thing you can never take away from this kid is that he is resilient. And another suplex holding him up for the long vertical suplex.
Yeah, just standing there with him. And Cuban Assassin is saying, not bad for an old man, huh?
No, that was beautiful technique, letting all that blood rush to the head of young Corey Bryant.
Referee definitely getting his workout in this match.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we didn't see a tag there between the Axis of Evil, but it looks like JPJ tagged Sheik Akbar. Now we got Taylor Justice in the ring as well. What are they doing here? This could be their finishing move, but the referee needs to get control of this.
Yeah, they should only have a 5 count, but it's not going to matter now. I believe that's it. All it takes now is the count.
All right, Corey Bryant has been eliminated.
Corey Bryant has been eliminated.
So now Corey Bryant has been eliminated. It is now 4-on-3. Like we said, the first fall was very crucial.
Absolutely, and now you can see the Axis of Evil and the power trip. They can kind of coast a little bit now. They do have that one-man advantage, and so you're going to see it's going to be a lot harder for the team of Crash, Scott Reigns, and Phantasmo to make that upward climb, trying to even the odds. And
he just kicks him in the face.
Oh, what a boot to the head right there. And Phantasmo Rojas is dazed right now, and he goes right for the tag.
Cuban Assassin with some jokes up there.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you get that advantage. You can coast, you can joke.
The fresh Scott Reigns in there with Sheik Akbar. What's going to happen next? as both men lock up in the middle of the ring. Scott Rains able to push Sheik Akbar back a little bit. Oh, and just takes him down to the mat and grabs an arm.
Yeah, and there's some unfinished business between these two. We've seen the tag team wars with the Sheik and Cuban against Scotty Rains and the partners he's had throughout USA Championship Wrestling. So Scott Rains has a little payback here on his mind tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Let it be known Scott Rains never lost the tag team titles.
No, never did, and
he lost a partner.
And he picked up the win there.
Yeah, he just pinned Sheik Akbar, I believe.
Sheik Akbar has been eliminated.
He just eliminated Sheik Akbar. What a win by Scott Rains, with the Cuban Assassin comes in, and now both teams, the Power Trip and the Axis of Evil, taking it to Scott Rains.
Yeah, Sheik Akbar just had that grueling contest with Crash, and Scott Rains took advantage of it and got the win against Sheik Akbar. So now we're tied up, Eric Foster, at 3 men apiece.
Yeah, sure enough, 3-3. Cuban Assassin, nice side suplex there. Scott Rains reaching for the tag, but he can't reach it.
You can see Cuban feeling good tonight, as he's got all the jokes, and now he's got all the DDT on that maneuver. That could be it for Scott Rains, but he kicks out.
2 count there. 2 count by referee Jonathan Schrader. Scott Rains was able to kick out of that.
Scott Rains trying to make his way to get the tag. Oh, but the Cuban once again cutting off the tag, and another DDT. That's got to be it for Scott Rains. And it is.
Yeah, 2 DDTs. Take him down.
Scott Rains has been eliminated. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Now it's 2-on-1, or I'm sorry, it's 3-on-2, as Cuban Assassin tags into JPJ.
Yeah, I believe it was the pink camouflage that threw you off there. You didn't see JPJ, but...
Yeah, but you know what? I still think it's 4-on-2, because you still have Bronco Barnett on the outside of the ring there.
That's a very good point. He's always going to give his team the advantage, and Phantasmo Rojas about to be in a real predicament as he just gets suplexed by the Power Trip. This could be it.
And what? A double suplex there. All right, so now there's just one team member left, and that is the United States Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, Crash Cassidy.
He is the champion, but it is 3 men and Bronco Barnett in their corner, and not just any 3 men. You have one half of the tag team champions, and then the team that is being paid very handsomely, I might add, by Bronco Barnett to make sure that no one gets near those tag team championships, and everything they can do to wrestle away the U.S. Heavyweight Championship from Crash Cassidy. And I think another point we need to understand is Crash Cassidy just had that dueling title defense against Sheik Akbar just moments before this match started.
Yeah, but the good thing, Crash has been able to stand on the apron and get a little bit of a rest. Not much, but a little bit. Ducks the elbow there, comes off, big clothesline, knocks Mr. Hollywood, Cuban Assassin down onto the mat, picks him up, gunslinger, down, goes for the cover, 1, 2, 3. So now it is Power Trip against Crash Cassidy, but it's not 2-on-1 at one time. It's not a handicap match. It is 1-on-1 with tags, and it's an elimination match.
And you can see they're very apprehensive about who's going to get in there with Crash, but He just says, I'm going to take the one that's in here, and he's going right after Taylor Justice.
Yeah, JPJ jumped off the side apron, but he's the one that challenged Crash next week to a title match.
Yeah, and you would think he would want to get in there and see what he's up against, but I think he's trying to save himself for next week. But he comes in and breaks up the reverse chinlock there by Crash Cassidy, allowing Taylor Justice to get back on the advantage.
Yeah, as we see here, I wonder how much of a game plan, they came out here all at once. I wonder how much of a game plan Bronco Barnett was able to give his team here right before, as we were going off the air. He had to be telling them something.
Well, I don't think he had much time to really construct any type of game plan, but what we do know is the Power Trip are a very formidable team. They've been together for a while now, and so they're going to have that continuity already, and so that's going to give them a even greater advantage than just being the 2-on-1 that we see right now.
That is true as they shoot Crash Cassidy into the buckle. Crash up and over, kind of lands on Taylor Justice, throws JPJ into him, rolls JPJ up, goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. 3 count. He is eliminated JPJ. Crash so far has eliminated 2 men by himself, and now it's just him and Taylor Justice left in the ring.
Yes, well, we can see JPJ is remaining outside, and also Bronco Barnett still outside the ring there, but Taylor Justice going for the pin.
2 count once again. Crash Cassidy showing you why he is the U.S. Heavyweight Champion. Rookie or not, he's showing he has a lot of resiliency.
Yeah, you can see that it's just right now, it's instinct that's allowing him to block that punch, to fire back, to kick out. Nothing but pure instinct, but firing with that heavy chop. And now has him in the corner. And another brutal right hand chop by the U.S. champion.
Taylor Justice rolls to the outside of the ring, trying to regroup here. Oh, and they throw Bronco Barnett into the ring, and he rolls right back to the outside. And now they throw him back in again, and he rolls right back to the outside again. And now Crash finally gets his hands on Bronco Barnett, which gives Taylor Justice enough time to go in there and chop block Crash Cassidy.
I can't say that I admire it, but it was a brilliant maneuver by the Power Trip to allow Bronco Barnett just to get the attention of the champ Crash Cassidy so that Taylor Justice can go after that leg. And you got to wonder if this is not a game plan to set him up for next week's main event against JPJ.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to wear the man down before his tag title match next week.
And now, Taylor Justice back on the attack with those right hands, and this could be it now. He said, you want to see my strength now? And we can see his strength does not match that of the U.S. heavyweight champion, Crash Cassidy. It's Crash Cassidy blocking those attempts at the vertical suplex. And he powers him up for one of his own. Comes crashing down. Both men down.
I think the whole ring bounced on that one. I think the ring came off the floor.
It moved a good 2 or 3 inches as we saw the impact of that maneuver. And now both men just trying to get their way up to their feet. As we've had action here tonight from bell to bell, from start to finish on USA Championship Wrestling, and it all comes down to Taylor Justice and the U.S. Heavyweight Champion, Crash Cassidy.
Oh, comes up. Oh, big football tackle there. Crash Cassidy does onto Taylor Justice, gets up again and just shoulder tackles him down once again. Very, a lot of force behind that. Crash needs to be careful with the corner that he's in. JPJ and all them are around. Comes in and just shoulder blocks him.
You know, sometimes when you're tired and you don't know what to do, you go back to what becomes instinct, and that's that football background into the gunslinger.
And Crash Cassidy.
The winner of the match, Crash Cassidy.
Crash Cassidy was single-handedly able to eliminate 3 members of the team and come away with the win. Fans, thank you for joining us. And until we meet again, USA Championship Wrestling, I'm Eric Foster with Billy Sadler. We'll see you next time.